put aside what you need to put aside to function, and you function as a robot. And I think a lot of people through this pandemic have been functioning as robots, just doing what is necessary, what is practical, and everything else gets put into a box for another day.
Centre of socially distance is isolation, disconnection and repression. That living in this world has made us socially distanced from ourselves and each other, where lies and greed conceal our true nature. How then can our true selves be revealed in such conditions? The centre of the programme is integration, connection and expression, making the world tangible and meeting ourselves as humans.
As an angle of connection to those concepts, we began by asking the teachers 2 questions. An image of the world that sticks out for you in this period, and an image of yourself in this period.
So people all separate and across the whole of the country and everything, yeah.
This whole meeting people on computers and that sort of thing, and the difference of like what a normal meeting looks like and then what this has become quite normal now. Like to start off with, this was really awkward to me, but now it's become normal and it's quite easy to do.
It's balancing paranoia and reality. Because when I go out, I'm paranoid about bumping into anybody. If I see somebody, normally it'll be like, hi, how you doing? Or whatever, you know, and you can't go and embrace anybody or touch anybody. It's that sort of distance. And you could, you know, you're building confidence again to live in our world.
We shared rehearsal moments from Socially Distant, focusing on object, action and image. We explained that in the story he is a teacher who has lost his son. And then we asked the teachers, where in those moments did you witness social distance?
Physical similarities as well. I know, like, I've used a lot of this time to do decorating, and then he was obviously, the character was in his painting overalls, and just and like physically being distant from people as well.
The first image that came to me, in fact, I talked about this, but of my 5-year-old daughter with a saucepan and a spoon on the drive. That's what I do think of now, and it's quite a strong image.
It's kind of like he's having a moment of solitude and he's reflecting on whether it is that he's unhappy with at the moment, and he's talking about his little boy, but it's as if the physical distance has created an emotional distance. So with everything that's been going on, sometimes you can stop yourself from feeling, just because this is what's practical, this is what we need to do, we have to come into school, we have to make all these changes. It might be easy sometimes to turn off the sense of how does this make me feel, etc.
So yeah, I think certain things that happened to me over the last few years, maybe, I think I haven't had a chance to stop and think. I don't think I've had a chance to. I think I've just got on with it. In a way that's helped me, but then I've done other things to bury that.
Some of the traits he had when he was looking out the window, talking to banging his saucepan, you could actually you could sort of there's an emotional aspect to it that you could actually attach yourself to.
The teachers began to talk about what they could do with their children. It was important to establish that there would be no right or wrong answers.
Coming back to when we said about the walls have ears and children knowing there's no right or wrong response, us creating that safe space for them to be able to not just explore those ideas, but to have an opinion and to know that they're safe to share that opinion and there is no right or wrong. They can time for them to be able to share those feelings. So, you know, it would fit in really nicely, because whereas some children can articulate themselves through writing or even art, we obviously sometimes we find children can articulate themselves or their feelings or their thoughts through drama as well. Children absolutely love it because it's close up. It's almost like they become part of the story, and yet they can still, you know, stare from the outside. It's almost like peeking into somebody's living room and not knowing that somebody's there, but they're doing that they're still allowed to listen to all the story and all the juicy gossip and all the fights and all the bad bits and the good bits, and they still don't have to get involved, but they can go away and think about it.
When we came in to work with the children, we used 4 dramatic images. Image 1, 8 p.m. Thursday night during lockdown. The father stands with a pan and a spoon, banging the pan with the spoon, enjoying the moment as part of the clap for carers. We create the clap for carers with the children.
Image 2, 7:30 p.m. on the same Thursday night during lockdown. It's 30 minutes before the clap for carers, which we show in image 1. The girl, Richard in role, is wearing a brown hoodie, trying to write a letter. She then scrunches it up. She tries to write it again. This time she writes sorry 3 times in large letters and puts the paper in the envelope. At the bedroom door is the father, watching, listening. The children reflect on what they see. We were really moved by what the young people said. Listen to this. She's full of worry. He's outside listening. She's trying to be quiet so as he can't hear what she's doing. The note says, I love you so much. I wish you were here. Sorry. Separation between her mother and father, and she's in the middle of it. She misses her mother. There's a separation, and the girl wants to be with her mother. It used to be home, but it's become a house. Image 3, 8 o'clock that night. We revisit image 1, the father and the street clapping, but this time the father has his back to the girl. The girl takes out the hoodie. And after image 3, the young people were saying, it's like she's hugging her mother. She hugs it when she misses her. She's trying to put her feelings into the bag. It's filled with mum. The father wonders if the daughter doesn't care, but the daughter is hugging the mother through the hoodie. They're both sobbing, but they can't hear each other. It's like she's hugging her.
Following image 3, in small groups the children are given a hoodie. They play with what they have seen. They are asked to whisper, perhaps to place the father outside the room. What can she hear? What can't she see? The children tried putting on the girl's hoodie, and they whispered to it. One child said, "Please, Dad, come back to me." And another, "Please, Dad, be normal." Image 4 is 15 minutes after the main action. The father has cling film. He comes into the room, wraps the case in cling film, stuffs the letter down the side of it, and leaves the room without saying a word. So for image 4, children said he thinks he's trying to do the right thing. Another said her father is trying to stop her being full of worry. One child said he's taken away her mother, her heart and her memories, The dad just thinks he's taken away a suitcase. And then a child said, he's closed memories forever.